Well, there's been speculation into the gunman's sexual orientation after reports surfaced that he was using gay dating apps as well as visiting the Pulse nightclub before the shooting. David Begnaud is in Orlando. David, you just spoke to the shooter's father again, this time about a possible motive?
Look, Rena, these claims are coming from gay men who are telling law enforcement officials that they saw the shooter at the nightclub several times prior to the attack. In one case, there was a gay man who said that he saw the individual at the club and it was more than just someone in the area. He seemed to be interested in men, picking up men, and finding someone who he might want to date. Today we went to the father's home. You may recall yesterday we had a bit of a bizarre and somewhat combative interview with the father. Today we were told he was going to speak to the media at 5 o'clock. Roughly 45 minutes to an hour ago, the door opened, he emerged and said, "Everyone come inside." He herded the reporters in like cattle. Everyone knelt down at his feet in the middle of his living room. And this is what happened.
You know, I respect all of you. I know it's your job, and today is in the past few days, it's a sad day that this should not have happened, and I feel for the families of those 50 people that they passed away, about their kids. And I saw this morning my grandson, and I thought about their kids, the 50 people, and the other 52 people got injured. And I pray for all of them, my love and my condolences and my sympathy to all of them. I could have had an attorney presence, but they are my family, and it goes my personal feeling. I want to express my personal feeling to the whole country, to those people that passed away, to their family, those people they got injured. So it affected me very, very sadly. And in America, we're all in one family, and I'm sorry this happened. And in this country, you know, after age 18, the kids are on their own. You can do what you can, give them education, give them the manners, send them to college, and pay for the expenses. And once they graduate, they have their own life. As a father, you do so much. After that, you cannot do anything.
Do you know, sir, whether your daughter-in-law was part of this attack, knew about this attack?
If I'll take question, I will let you know, sir, because I want to give to opportunity to those people that are here. And don't ask me a question that I don't know yet, please. And I don't want to talk about this, if this should happen, that would happen. So I respect you guys, because the outside is very hot, raining, and I thought about you guys.
If your daughter-in-law did know, though, do you think she should be arrested?
Sir, something don't ask me. I don't know nothing yet. I don't know. So I'll see you into it, see what happens.
Do you know where she is right now?
Well, I know, but right now, if you're asking me about my daughter-in-law, so I'm not gonna have any answer for you. So if you have a other question, I'd be glad to.
What about, sir, these rumors, this talk that your son may have been a homosexual? What do you think about that?
Well, I heard the news that you heard. So to me, that is wrong. I didn't see, I didn't notice anything. So anything that you heard, I heard from the news and from you guys.
But you never saw anything.
Okay.
You saw something?
Now, one at a time.
You never saw anything?
I'll answer, sir. I give opportunity to these people, and I say that respectfully.
What do you say to the people who think that you may have known something?
You're asking a lot of questions. I would like to give a lot of...
You saw something in your son?
Or has the FBI or other investigators talked to you yet, or do you expect it?
Okay, can I answer you on a regular basis, and this way, go that way, please, so I can answer you. And I've been talking to you guys in the past 2 days almost, from morning to the evening, and you should consider me too. I do my best, because this is a family getting affected, The 50 people are my family, the 52 people are my family, and I wish I could have done something, protected that, to this happen. But we are all affected by this tragic act of my son.
My question is, do you know something about your son that he was homosexual? Do you see something when he was growing up, or something different? He expressed something to you as a father in 29 years?
As I told you, I answer to all of you that I don't feel that based on what I know now, maybe he went there for a purpose, but I didn't notice that he had that habit.
With
Okay.
respect, sir, you didn't say whether the FBI or anyone else has contacted you. Have they?
For what?
For interviews?
Well, already all those regular routine law enforcement procedure is already passed and finished.
Mr. Mateen, are you surprised by the claims of some gay men that your son was homosexual?
Hey, listen, I don't know if he was. That's his way of life. What can you do? So he wanted to be, but I don't believe so.
Did you ever suspect anything?
No.
No.
Sir,
Why
do you
you
have a
don't
problem
believe it,
with him
sir?
being gay or affiliated with ISIS?
Huh?
Do you have a problem with him being gay, and do you have a problem with him being affiliated with ISIS?
Well, ISIS are the terrorist group. They are the killers. So I never liked the ISIS, and I never want to know about the ISIS, and they are the humanity enemy.
Why you
Were you
don't
aware
believe that
when-
your son was gay? You say you don't believe it. Why you don't believe it?
Because I didn't see any of it, and I don't believe that that's what the case.
Were you
And I
aware?
wish he was alive. As I said yesterday, that we could ask him the question. So if I talk about it, if it's not correct, it's no good.
Mr.
And I don't wanna
Mateen,
talk.
I wonder just as a dad, do you think you'll miss your son?
Well, if he didn't do this act, horrible act, probably I would. But right now, I don't forgive him. This is I don't know what he did, why he did, but it's unforgiven to hurt their own family. We live in the United States as a family, and we belong to each other, as a neighbor, as a friend, as an associate worker, and that's how I was teaching him. United States is the only country that you have a problem on the road, which I always talk about that. Your car breaks down, 10 cars stop by it if I can help you.
Without talking
If
about the
you-
investigation,
neighbor.
can you tell us where your daughter-in-law is now, if you've talked with her at all today, how she's doing?
Sir, but can I give opportunity, because we've been talking the past 2 days, and
Sir,
so and in that case, you know that someone does something that is so huge and unforgivable. So I really tell you my true feeling. That's why you guys are here, and you were yesterday, the day before. Just, I don't forgive him.
Sir, you said earlier
what he
that
did.
you said earlier that you had seen your 3-year-old grandson. Was his mother with him when you saw them?
Well, yeah, but it's very, very sad to see he's asking about his dad. You know, at least when he did do that such a horrible act, he should have thought about his son, his wife. He destroyed almost the whole family.
And
Sir,
his
just
mother
let me
was
spoke-
his mother was with him when you saw him?
Yeah, and
I'm sorry.
No.
the light is so much light I cannot see you. I'm sorry.
So did you
So-
have a chance to talk to her at all when you were speaking with
Well,
your grandson?
she is. The grandson is 3.5-year-old, so
Right,
I
so-
try to encourage him, and he's asking about his dad always. And when I saw him, my son, when I saw him, that's what I said, that I was thinking about the 50 peoples that they passed away, about their kids, their grandkids, or you know, it's a very sad news.
But what did the wife
I
say to
wonder,
you?
there's a report out there that your daughter-in-law may have...
That's what I said. Don't ask me a question.
No, I won't. It's a question. I'm just setting it up with, there's a report that your daughter-in-law may have known about the plot. I wonder, did your son ever say anything to you about wanting to harm other people?
I wish. That's what I said. I didn't notice anything. I would have arrested myself. I would have called the law enforcement people. That I would have been so happy that would talk him away. I wish. Because why you should hurt the family? You know, we are living in a community in the United States, and as I said, and I don't want to repeat myself, that's a very sad day for everyone, especially for me as a father. When you are a father, if I'm sure you guys have kids, I'm sure that you have high expectation from your son, and I had only one son, and all of a sudden in the past 30 days, the whole life of everybody got changed, especially us.
Where's Omar's mother?
They are here. My wife.
Yes.
They are here. So.
How is she doing?
Oh, she's not feeling well. Nobody feels well, and I try to help you guys because you're waiting out.
When's the last
outside.
time you heard from your son prior to Saturday night?
That was the last. I think it was Saturday, if I recall.
He called?
No, he was here Saturday. Just came to say hello, and he left.
What he said, the last thing he said to you?
What was his?
Just say routine, father and son.
How would you describe his behavior?
That was just. I didn't notice anything different. I wish I did. I wish I did that he. I wish I did know that he do such a thing.
What time of the day was that, sir?
I think it was about 3 o'clock sometime.
Did you tell him you might be going to Orlando?
But just say hello, and I was busy and just left like routine, seeing what she was doing always, coming, saying hello and go. And I like to thank you all because
Sir, you said you spoke with the FBI. What did they ask you? What did you talk to them about?
that's something that the FBI are very good professional people. I commend them. They're very organized, very professional, and we have a good law enforcement people, which I'm proud of. And I like to thank you. I want to see the next group. We can set here 20 questions, especially you've been asking me.
Just one more.
2 days, and this Thursday.
I know you said you don't know much. You don't want to really speak about the possible investigation into your daughter-in-law. Are you personally worried or concerned or have any feelings about the fact that she could be involved and she could be arrested?
Well, this is something that we will see. And you're asking me a question that I already said that I don't want to talk about it now.
Mr. Mateen,
thank you so much.
Can you just clear up a little confusion? Initially, it was reported that you said your son saw 2 gay men kissing in Miami, and that set him off. Can you clear that up?
Not set him off. It was just a regular day, and there were two guys, and there's a band playing music in downtown. It's a nice place in Miami.
Yeah.
So there was 2. I don't want to say 2 guys were kissing each other. So,
Yes, sir.
So we were there, and he was kind of shocked about that, And when I went to the bathroom, the same 2 couple were there,
So you were there. You saw it.
I saw it myself.
Did it happen in front of his wife and son?
There was a lot of people beside us.
Okay.
There was it's a stage.
And do you remember what Omar said about it?
No, he didn't say just remark.
But he appeared bothered by it.
He just said, look at what's happening.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sir, do you think Donald Trump will use this period against Muslims?
I was pressing Omar Mateen's father on that question about what happened in Miami because right after the attack, when he first gave an interview, he alluded to the fact that his son saw these 2 men kissing, and that's something that may have been what set him off. Today, he seemed to back away from that arena, saying, well, it bothered him, but I don't know if that's what set him off and led to the attack. Again, circling back to where we started, there are reports now that CBS News has interviewed various people, gay men who have said they saw the shooter at the club several times prior to the attack, and he was there as a patron enjoying himself and seemingly looking to pick up men. The father saying he never saw anything about his son that led him to believe he was a homosexual.
David, incredible interview there. I want to ask you about the mood inside the home. I was surprised he let you guys inside. You asked about the wife, the mother of the shooter. What did he have to say about that? And do we know where the wife of the shooter is?
Well, it's a good question. It's unclear where she is right now. Our investigative producers have uncovered court documents revealing the fact that there was some domestic trouble between the husband and wife in previous years. What's unclear is that if they are together in terms of living under the same roof. I have now been at the father's home 2 days in a row. I have not seen anyone in the home but him. As for the mood, What I will say to you, Rena, is that people react to tragedies differently. As a journalist, this is the worst tragedy I have covered in my 15-year career. However, several people have said the father doesn't appear to be acting as emotional as you would suspect a father would be. That's not to say he should, that's simply an opinion that has been offered. In the home, he seems to be arranging the interview. Rather than sitting somewhat stoic and just taking questions, he told us to come in and you go here and you go there. Everybody kneeled down. He wanted to orchestrate the interview. Now, what was different about today's interview was that he wasn't as combative. He looked me in the eye. He answered the questions. He even patted me on the shoulder when it was done. You compare that to 24 hours ago when he was evasive. He didn't want to take questions. He invited me in his home. It was for a one-on-one sitting on the couch, and he kept telling me I was asking the same questions, and he wanted to use the interview format as a pulpit. Today, he looked tired. He looked worn down. He said he wasn't getting sleep. Now, it's important to remember, this is a man who has some of his own verbiage, if you will, online. He is known to take part in an internet channel, a digital network, where he talks a lot about the country where he was born, Afghanistan. So he knows cameras, he likes being on cameras, and he has talked to every reporter who's asked for an interview in a somewhat bizarre way.
That's so surprising to hear, David. I'm also surprised to learn that he patted you on the back. You have been unrelenting outside the shooter's father's home, getting answers and new details. Our David Begnaud outside in Orlando. David, thank you for that report.